My name is Ron Severdia. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. I actually live in Marin County. And I run a boutique agency in the Bay Area called Content Design. And our clients are mostly corporate clients. And I got involved with Joomla. I found out about Joomla just after the fork happened from Mambo. And I was looking for a content management system to put together a Shakespeare website, which is another one of my passions, and stumbled across Joomla and started to use it. Tested out a bunch of different ones, but I stuck with Joomla and started using it and built my site in it, and just became more and more involved with the project. Currently, I'm on the production leadership team, which is half of the leadership team that handles development and the production of the software. I'm actually the only member of the leadership team that is not a developer. The only member of the production leadership team that's not a developer. I know front-end development, so CSS and so on, but really my primary skill set is in UI and usability and user experience. Well, I can speak specifically about this eBay project. So my company's working with eBay, and that's how we sort of put this event together. The things that they've found have been the strongest points for them is the open source community and how they can put together a site that is a solution for their needs and leverage the innovation that's coming out of the third-party developer community to meet their needs and things that they didn't necessarily think of or might spend development time building, but maybe it's already an extension that exists, and so they'll spend $50, $100 or whatever it is on that extension that suits their needs. And I've actually kind of experienced the same thing with my Shakespeare site. When I was setting it up, I would just go through the Joomla extensions directory and start looking at extensions, and I'd look at an extension, I'd say, how does that extension, or how would it work in the context of Shakespeare? And it's juxtaposing two things that don't necessarily belong together to hopefully come up with an innovative sort of idea, or at least a solution, a pre-built solution, or an idea that leads you somewhere that could be something that nobody has ever seen before. So the same is true in the enterprise. So it's an idea generation, a solution generation, and also sort of that discovery process of, say something exists that I never even thought of, and how great it would be to just drop that into our site or our project and enable our customers, our employees, or whoever to do all this great stuff. That's easy. It's ACL. No doubt about it. And that sort of level of granular control, there's other things like, like with the eBay project, we're doing things like single sign-on. So when you have a Microsoft shop like eBay is, and you're building an intranet, you can actually have people log into their computers, and thereby when they go to the site, they're automatically signed on to the site as their NT user. And so there's things like that are sort of enterprise-friendly stuff that aren't quite on the radar of Joomla. There's good and bad parts of that. It's great because my company builds stuff like that, but maybe companies that are expecting that out of the box might be disappointed that it's not there. Mm-hmm. So things that are just kind of more sensitive to the needs of these larger setups, internal setups, and hosting environments. I feel that there are perceived highs and lows with the Joomla project and the community, and I think there's a feeling one day that the project's on top of the world, and there's a feeling the next day that it's gonna disappear or go under, or however you might take it. And I think that those kinds of things, I've learned that those kinds of highs and lows are really part of what makes the project what it is. And it can feel like a bit of a roller coaster on some days, or some weeks, or some months for that matter. But what it really comes down to at the end of all that is meeting people at events and having conversations with them face to face rather than over Skype or email or whatever. And I think that there's really no substitute for that. And I think that's what makes that roller coaster ride bearable or worthwhile, or make a little bit more sense in the long run. So I'm really excited to go to Joomla events and meet people and get their feedback or ideas, and so I guess maybe I could add that to the list of things that I also feel passionate about in the project.